Yeah, obviously disappointed with the outcome. You know, first half I thought we did a pretty good job, and then uncharacteristically, gave the ball up and some field position issues where we started and where they started. That became a critical component of the game. You know, end of half situations, end of game situations, you practice those things, and you want to be on the upper end of that. And we did a poor job second half of executing the things that we've been pretty good at doing. And we got to do much better than that. Elon's a good football team. Credit goes to Coach Trashani and their staff, their players for out executing us. But we did a lot of self-inflicting wounds that if you're going to play good football, play against good football teams, there's some things that you can't do. And obviously, giving the ball 4 times in the field position issues, that was critical. And when you're playing a good team like that. So, this is the phase of football that you got to correct the things that were tough. Got to be true to yourself and honest with, can we do better? How are things we can do to make us better? Ask the players, to make sure that they understand that the level of commitment, and get ready for Stony Brook. That's the next team. That's the next game in our conference. Elon, as I said, is a very, very good football team, and his conference is a conference full of good football teams. So, don't like it tonight, but go back to work. Long season ahead of us, in front of us, and a lot of things to be thankful for, but a lot of things to correct and move forward. I'll take any questions.
Actually, pretty much summed up what I was going to ask, but I guess.
Thank you.
But the big difference, obviously, as you said, was the turnovers, and you hadn't been doing that all year. Was there anything you saw that? I mean, were they being careless? Were they making mistakes, or was Elon being very aggressive, or a little bit of all the above?
I saw the game live, and it looked like, obviously we put the ball down. They were getting after, stripping the ball out, second man in, pulling the ball out. We do ball security drills, ball disruption drills every practice. And then some of the things that you saw that were happening were some of the things that we practiced. So, they did a good job of hunting the football. We didn't do a good enough job of hanging on to it, careless with the ball at some points. There were a couple that, that one got overturned, and another one of our guys coming out, offensive lineman recovered a fumble that a running back had. So again, they executed, we did not. And when you don't, these are the results that occur. We're good enough to be able to do those things. And it'll be reemphasized again, tomorrow as we look at this. But these guys are older guys. They understand that the things that are critical to your success, starts with a couple of the things we just mentioned.
Seemed like a big factor in the third quarter, especially, was their punter, who had you at your 1 yard line twice, in the shadow of your own goal line basically the whole quarter. And even though you were able to get out of it a couple times, eventually they were able to pull through. Was the field position a really crucial factor there in that period, did you think?
Yeah, definitely, Dave. When it's field position is always critical. You put your offense in an element that coming out offense, you limit the menu of plays that you have. You want to make sure that that there's no sacks in the end zone. You want to make sure there's no tackle for losses. So you want to do things to minimize the impact of having the ball inside your 5-10 yard line. And so we'll do a better job. We got to do a better job of telling the returner, hey, listen, don't back up, heels on the 10, be aggressive sometimes, go after and go get that ball. I thought they did a good job where the ball landed, bounced, rolled. They were a rugby style team that, that's typical of what they do. They catch it, they want the ball to roll, and you have to make a decision. And, the decisions, are things that are going to allow you to have either an advantage field position, touchback, or disadvantage. And it happened to us a couple of times today.
Is that now, obviously that took you out of what you wanted to do with field position, but even when you were able to get field position, they seem to do different things defensively. I don't know what exactly, but they took away your running game, and then they're getting a lot more pressure on Darius. Anything they were doing differently, you feel?
Yeah, again, they executed well. I mean, there's some things that they did that we've seen over and over again that we didn't quite execute. Third down situation, I think they might have been better, than we were. We were able to run the ball early with some authority, and then they start doing some different things that again, careless errors, field position, that whole third quarter, fourth quarter situation was not indicative of allowing us to play at our best. So again, they have film, they have coaches that scheme, they did a good job, they executed, and we didn't, Dave.